Hey everybody, got another video here for you. This video is going to cover the results of the experiments that this guitar build tested out. So this is the X-17, and the things that it was testing out was side-mounted leg bars and strap bar, and vertical hot rails, 3 vertical hot rails with blend pots, and side-mounted pin jack, and using Douglas fir as a body blank. And let's see the results. So with the side-mounted leg bar, it turned out that putting the thumb screws on the sides made it more fiddly. You had tougher access if you were trying to do it this way than back here. Same idea up here. So because it was less ergonomic, more fiddly, you can get the same result if you mount the bar on the back, but then mount the extension on the back, but mount the bar on the front of the extension, and that still puts the bar at the same height here as the body. So that's what was done here, and that seems to be kind of the sweet spot for how much you can get how far you can move the bar forward, which makes the guitar tilt back more, but not so far forward that the guitar slides off your lap. Because I tried a front-mounted bar and on 2 builds, and they both tended to slide off your lap a little bit, or start trying to. A little bit more than they should, so. But yeah, the bar at the same level as the body seems to be the sweet spot. So, and the thumb screws on the side is not as easy to deal with as thumb screws on the back. And with thumb screws on the back, you still have enough room. Get this thing up here. Oh my God. There you are. So with thumb screws on the back, you still have enough room in here to put in a trim claw and screws. Probably safer to lay this down. There's enough room back there to put a trim claw and screws. So the triple pickups and the blend pots. The triple pickups seem to give it a very rich sound. The blend pots, they work, but 1 meg doesn't seem to give you a lot of sweep range, so 250K might be a better idea. The whole general concept, basically, these work as bass, mid, and treble cuts. And so the overall effect is kind of like a very basic 3-band EQ. Not even an EQ, it's just bass cut, mid cut, and treble cut. And yeah, a real EQ at the beginning of the pedal change is going to be much more effective. So yeah, 3 pickups in parallel, nice rich sound. 1 meg blend pots, probably too much resistance. Doing pickups and blend pots in order to do something special, not that impressive. Not impressive to the point that I was planning to put triple pickups on the next half dozen builds, and now I'm not going to. And I'm not doing that to save money. I'm doing it because I don't really think it's worth it. I mean, you get a nice rich sound from it, which is like, they're really sensitive. It's sensitive is what it is, I guess you would say. So in that respect, they're kind of like EMGs. But as far as the overall tone, the tone isn't any different. It's just sensitive. You know, it's no different than cranking up the amp a little bit more. So yeah, you can just put in a single pickup and crank up the amp a little bit more. And if you crank it up all the way to 10 and it's still not loud enough, then you need a bigger amp. So the next thing that this build was testing was using acoustic pin jacks mounted sideways into the guitar, and it works fine. It takes up more real estate this way. It costs more. It's like $13 for an acoustic jack versus like $2 and change for a regular jack in bulk. Installation is a bit easier. You do like I think it was a 12 millimeter, and just drill it 30, 40 or 50 deep. And then just, they go in like the kill buttons too. You just drill a hole and then put some CA glue on it and shove it in. And you don't need to make a cover for the back because you don't have the end of the cable or whatever sticking out the back, because this thing is longer than the guitar is thick. So yeah, a little more expensive, takes up a little more real estate, less of a hassle because you don't need a cap. So yeah, that's the long and short on that. I'm not thrilled enough with it that I'm going to start using it on a regular basis. It's, the other jacks are, not that expensive, and you can always make a cap. But I might switch over to these. It's a possibility. I never really tested this standing using a cable. I've only been using the wireless, so I can't say whether on the bottom of the guitar versus on the face of the guitar is better for a straight cable, at least. So then the last thing that this build was testing was Douglas fir as a tone wood, and as a body blank material. And first off, it looks like tone woods aren't really a thing for electric guitars enough for it to really be something to worry about in a major way. I wouldn't like choose a mahogany body for this, and I would choose the purple stain finish, using a light wood with the purple stain finish for aesthetic reasons, over choosing mahogany with clear coat for acoustic reasons, because it doesn't really seem to make that much of a difference. So that's my current take on quote-unquote tone woods. But Douglas fir is often used in acoustic building and does have some very nice acoustic properties in that scenario. As far as like the wood itself goes, it's real nice. It's real light. It's real stiff. It's real easy to sand and cut and work and all that kind of stuff. And it's got interesting figuring to it. Some of this is stain and some of it is grain. So yeah, but the one downside is that it's it's like $6 for a Radiata Pine body blank versus like $17, now $20 for the Douglas fir. So, and that's it for all the experimental results on this build. I was thinking I'd do another build that tested out either the triple pickups or the Douglas fir, but not both at the same time, to figure out whether the rich sound was due to the pickups or due to the wood. But after recording the sound demo for this, I'm pretty convinced it's the pickups, so no need for that build, which is nice. And so yeah, that's going to be it for the experimental results on this one. And everybody, have a good one. Well, I think that's going to do it for this video. So, until the next one, everybody, have a good one.